Everyone thinks they're ready to go after grants because you just got your 501c3 documentation in from the IRS, right? But after a few rejected grant applications, you realize just how tough it is to get those dollar bills, and what are you supposed to do? In this video, I'm going to show you how to go from finding out if your nonprofit is actually ready to go after grants, and if it's not, what you can do to fix it. If you Google or ask ChatGPT about grant readiness, you'll find plenty of great articles out there, but none of them are going to tell you this. Grant readiness is a spectrum. Whether you're a new nonprofit just starting out with small grants, or you're an established nonprofit aiming for multi-million-dollar federal grants, your organization's degree of readiness looks different, and that's okay. In the framework I'll share with you next, I break down what is the absolute minimum viable dose of readiness, and then paint the picture of where you're headed to be a truly high-functioning organization that attracts funding. But before we dive in, let's define what grant readiness actually is. Grant-ready nonprofit is one that's ready to respond to grant opportunities. It means you have those key pieces of information in place to tell the funder, we got our act together and we would be great stewards of your investment in us. The trouble is, especially for newer nonprofits, this often isn't the case, especially if you're under 3 years old or you don't have paid staff. To me, being grant ready means two things. Number one, credibility. Your mission is clear, your operations are transparent, and you've got a track record that proves your expertise and reliability. Two is capability. You've got a team with the skills and resources needed to manage grants and deliver on what you say you will. With that, let's dive into what the minimum dose of readiness looks like. Number one is, you're going to actually be getting two at one time with the way this paper system works out, but you've got your essential documents all in one place. Before you even start thinking about grants, the very first thing we got to do is get your nonprofit's legal foundation in place. So this means having your 501c3 status from the IRS, your articles of incorporation, and any other documents that show you are a legit nonprofit. This is the paperwork that proves your nonprofit is officially recognized and authorized to operate. Something else to be aware of is that many funders won't give to nonprofits that have been incorporated for less than 3 years. Just getting that 501c3 status isn't the magic bullet for flowing grants either. More on a workaround for this in a second. Number two is a clear and compelling purpose. The first thing funders are looking for is a clear reason for why you exist. They need to understand exactly what your nonprofit does, who it serves, and why that matters. I always encourage you to anchor in what problem are you solving? And a quick litmus test for this is asking yourself, is it easy for someone to understand what my nonprofit does in one sentence? Number three is a basic financial information. Funders want to know that you can manage your money responsibly, even if you don't have a huge budget. Having a clear and realistic budget shows that you are prepared. And this typically means having a project-specific budget for that thing you're trying to get grant funded and a year-round operational budget. Often funders won't fund the super small nonprofit. You need to know at a moment's notice, what is your operating budget to confirm grant eligibility? Number four is leadership and team structure. I know you're not going to have a full staff right away. That takes money. But you do need a strong leadership or a committed team behind you. Funders want to know what you have, what that expertise and capacity is so you can execute your goals effectively. If you're a newer nonprofit, this means you're probably relying on volunteers and your board members, but they should still have clear roles and responsibilities in place. Number five is proof of concept or other early success. This is especially important for newer nonprofits. Funders may want to see that there's some evidence of impact, even if it's just a small pilot project or testimonial or a clear action plan. Ideas alone are kind of hard to get funded. If you haven't run a program yet, having a clear plan for what you're going to do and how you're going to track success makes a big difference. Party trick I alluded to earlier for getting new ideas off the ground is having a fiscal sponsor. Fiscal sponsorship is a strategy for working under the umbrella of an existing and established nonprofit while you test your concept and make sure there is a need and it's financially viable and you've got all the energy for this. I'll link up my favorite YouTube video explaining fiscal sponsorship below. Okay, number six is basic infrastructure and systems in place to manage your grants. Funders want to know that you're going to handle the grants responsibly, right? You got some systems in place to track your spending, manage your funding, and report on outcomes. For newer nonprofits, this doesn't have to be a massively complex system, but you should have at least something in place that helps you stay organized and accountable. For the nonprofit board that I'm on, it's an itty-bitty nonprofit. We have an accountant on the board that uses a spreadsheet, and then I'm using Instrumental with my own membership to track the grant reporting deadlines. It's very simple. All right, number 7 is a dedicated grant writing resource and funding strategy. The final key piece to grant readiness is this: having someone trained in grant writing who can either be in-house or contracted to work with your nonprofit. Grant writing is a technical skill and it can be time consuming. You're either going to burn bridges with funders by firing off these sloppy applications, not knowing what the funder wants to hear, or you're going to put grant writing on the back burner, leaving thousands of dollars on the table. If you do get that application in, you can be at risk of burning yourself out if you're the grant writer also wearing a zillion other hats at your organization. That's why I'm such a stickler on having a funding strategy in place so you know what grants to go after when. I'll link up a video after this explains that whole process. So if you want to know how to hire out grant writing help, I actually have a free grant writing matchmaking service where you can request help and I will put it in front of my list of certified grant writers, also linking it up below. Alrighty, so let's kick it and review what we have covered today. If you're getting your nonprofit grant ready, we need to have our essential documents in one place. And I love a shared Google Drive for this. Organize it, just do it. Have your 501c3 status, your articles of incorporation, it's all there. 2, we're going to clarify that mission so your funders know exactly what you do and why it matters. Definition of success here is that you can say what you do in a sentence or less. My pro tip side note here is that I love using the framework a tangible transformation sentence. I help specific identity with this tangible transformation to avoid number 1 pain. 3, get a basic budget in place so you can show you're financially prepared. 4, build that leadership and capacity even if it means you're using volunteers in the beginning. 5, have a proof of concept or some sort of early success to show your impact. 6, if I'm even still counting correctly, set up your basic systems for managing grants and tracking your outcomes. And 7 would be have dedicated grant writing resources. I worked with a nonprofit recently, which went out to lunch with her. They're about $100K budget, all volunteers. She said, we don't have money to pay for grant writers. They said, no, you need to take a couple thousand out of your $100K budget and use that to go get another $100K in grants. That's where that money and dedicated resource needs to come from. These steps give you that minimum dose of grant readiness. Once you have these pieces in place, you are well positioned to start applying for and winning grants. Next up is a video I promised you on how to find grants and focus on the right ones to pursue with your limited resources. If you're looking to go one step further, be sure to check out our free grant writing class on our website. See you next time.